Our planet is under threat. Human activity is destroying ecosystems, causing the extinction of species and contributing to a climate catastrophe that threatens our very existence. The need for action has never been greater. For more than 20 years, the St Andrews Prize for the Environment has championed people from across the world who are addressing the greatest challenge of our age, protecting the environment and promoting a more sustainable society. Our innovative winners have shown that local solutions lead to lasting change and have the power to inspire and encourage global action. Through their actions, they have transformed and empowered their communities, increasing access to healthcare, education and employment opportunities, reminding us that nature and society are inextricably linked.
At Blue Ventures, we work to enable coastal communities to thrive by helping them to rebuild their fisheries and to protect ocean life. In the coastal tropics, we recognise that no one stands to benefit more from healthy marine ecosystems than the 100 million small-scale fishers and their families who rely on fishing for food and for income. Back in 2007, whilst working with fishing communities on the west coast of Madagascar, we unearthed a huge unmet need for healthcare. It's not unusual for coastal communities in the tropics to have limited access to basic services. What we saw was that not only was poor health significantly impacting the communities and their way of life, it was impairing their ability to engage in marine conservation. So in 2007, we integrated community-based health services into our program of conservation activities. Communities grew healthier, they felt more empowered, and they felt better able to engage in marine conservation. 7 years on, I still feel really proud of having won the St Andrews Prize. Winning the St Andrews Prize not only gave us resources to replicate this approach in new areas, it also gave us confidence in the knowledge that this was a valuable and important way of working with communities and delivering on conservation goals. It also gave us credibility within the conservation community, and it gave this approach credibility. What started in one village on the west coast of Madagascar, serving the needs of 2,000 people, has now been replicated numerous times across 6 countries, now serving over 600,000 people living in remote areas of high biodiversity. My hope is that this holistic approach to conservation becomes the default model for community-based conservation all over the world.
At Saathi, we're addressing 3 major issues. The first is that both women in urban and rural India face issues with irritation, rashes, and infections, whether it's due to the plastic and chemicals in regular pads or the unhygienic alternatives such as dirty rags or ash. Second, the lack of menstrual hygiene resources impacts girls' ability to stay in school. Almost 23 million girls drop out of school annually in India. Third, the majority of sanitary pads are made of plastic and wood pulp. With only 36% of women having access to sanitary pads in India, that means 21.8 billion pads are clogging up waterways and ending up in our land. We have a holistic business model where we source banana and bamboo fiber from farmers, which we process to make pads in our factory and then sell to women in urban areas, which then subsidizes pads for women in rural areas. We were honored to win the St. Andrews Prize for the Environment in 2019. Without the generous support and encouragement of the team at St. Andrews, we wouldn't have been able to launch our entire bamboo line of products, as well as our new menstrual cups, grow our team, support thousands more women in rural areas with sanitary pads and menstrual hygiene workshops, and begin working with corporates who are interested in purchasing plastic or carbon credits or pads for their employees.